You're tuning into Man of Thoughts, the sanctuary for those enticed by the labyrinth of human psychology. Here, we delve into the unseen layers of our daily interactions, shedding light on the subtle art of manipulation. Knowledge, they say, is power. Understanding manipulation, thus, equips us with the power to navigate the complex social landscapes of our lives. We're not just exploring dark corners, we're illuminating them. Today, we unravel the mystery behind the 5 common phrases used by manipulators. The first phrase we often encounter is, "You're too sensitive." This phrase, seemingly innocent, is a masterstroke in the manipulator's playbook. It's a quick jab, a subtle dismissal aimed at invalidating your feelings, your experiences, and your perspective. The manipulator uses this phrase to shift the blame onto you, suggesting that the problem isn't their behavior, but rather your overblown reaction to it. This can create a whirlpool of self-doubt, making you question your own emotional responses. Am I being too sensitive? You might ask yourself. But let's clear the air here. Your feelings are valid. They are your internal compass, guiding you through the complexities of human interaction. When someone tells you that you're too sensitive, they're trying to silence that compass, to cloud your judgment and gain the upper hand. It's a classic manipulation technique designed to make you question your own emotions. Next up, "I was just joking." This phrase, seemingly innocent, often conceals a manipulator's true intent. It's a classic deflection, a smokescreen used to mask hurtful comments and belittle the recipient. Imagine this scenario. Someone makes a derogatory statement, you express hurt, and they quickly respond, "I was just joking." Suddenly the spotlight shifts from their offensive remark to your reaction. The intention is to make you feel overreactive or overly sensitive, to question your emotions and reactions. It's a subtle form of gaslighting where they distort your perception of reality, making you doubt your feelings and instincts. They hide behind the guise of humor to deflect blame, to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. But let's be clear. Humor is a tool of joy, connection, and unity. It should never be used as a weapon to harm or belittle others. "I was just joking" should not be a shield for cruelty. Remember, humor should never be at the expense of someone's feelings. The third phrase, "You're overreacting." This phrase is a classic manipulative tactic designed to make you second-guess your own responses to a situation. The manipulator uses this phrase to subtly shift the blame onto you, making you feel as if your reaction is unjustified or exaggerated. It's a clever move, really, because it forces you to question your own instincts and emotions. This phrase is particularly damaging because it undermines your confidence in your own judgment. It can make you feel as if you're being irrational or unreasonable, when in fact you are simply reacting to a situation in a way that feels right to you. The key thing to remember here is that your reactions are your own. They are influenced by your personal experiences, your perceptions, and your emotions. They are a part of who you are, and they are valid. No one else has the right to tell you that you're overreacting. Your reactions are valid and should not be minimized. Phrase number 4, "I'm sorry you feel that way." Now this one, it's a slippery eel, a master of disguise. It sounds like an apology, doesn't it? But if you listen closely, you'll hear the insincerity. You see, this phrase is not about accepting responsibility. It's about deflecting it. It's a non-apology. Instead of acknowledging their actions, the manipulator makes it about your feelings. Suddenly, it's not about what they've done. It's about how you've reacted. It's a subtle way of invalidating your feelings and experiences. They're not saying they're sorry for what they did. They're saying they're sorry you're upset. And here's the kicker. It leaves you questioning yourself. Maybe you're being too sensitive. Maybe you're overreacting. But remember, your feelings are valid. They are your own. Don't let anyone, especially a manipulator, tell you otherwise. A true apology takes responsibility for actions, not feelings. Finally, "If you really loved me, you would..." Sounds familiar, doesn't it? This phrase is a classic example of emotional manipulation. It's often used to guilt someone into doing something against their will or better judgment. The manipulator plays on your emotions, using your love or care for them as a tool to get their way. Imagine a scenario where a person you deeply care about demands something unreasonable or against your principles. They might say, "If you really loved me, you would do this for me." Now that's a red flag. They're effectively turning your feelings for them into a bargaining chip. Remember, love is about respect, understanding, and compromise. It's not about making unreasonable demands or manipulating feelings. True love is selfless and unassuming. It should never be conditional or used as a bargaining chip. So the next time you hear this phrase, be alert. Recognize it for what it is: manipulation. Love should never be conditional or used as a bargaining chip.
And there you have it, the 5 common phrases used by manipulators. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. The subtle yet harmful art of manipulation often manifests through these phrases. "You're too sensitive." "I was just joking." "You're overreacting." "I'm sorry you feel that way." "And if you really loved me, you would..." Each one of these phrases, while appearing innocuous on the surface, is a potential red flag, signaling an attempt to control or influence your thoughts and actions. These phrases can distort our perception of reality and create self-doubt, leading to emotional turmoil. It's crucial to recognize these for what they are: tactics used by manipulators to gain power and control. Responding to these forms of manipulation requires courage and conviction. It's about standing firm in your truth, maintaining your boundaries, and not allowing anyone to infringe upon your emotional well-being. The importance of this awareness cannot be overstated. It's the first step towards safeguarding your mental health and fostering healthier relationships. It's about empowering yourself, reclaiming your autonomy, and not allowing anyone else to dictate your worth or your reality. Remember, the power to change your situation starts with you. It starts with recognizing these phrases and understanding their implications. Awareness is the first step towards empowerment. Stay vigilant, stay strong, and remember, you're tuned into Man of Thoughts,